How are you doing, little buddy? Shadow and I have come to Brian Head Peak. You see that peak up there? That is 11,000 feet high. And we're probably at about 10,000 feet right here. And we're here because this area is known for some phenomenal agate and very abundant in that. But also, we want to be as high in elevation as possible because tonight we're going to peer deep into the cosmos and we're going to explore where the constituents come from that make up this beautiful agate. This creek right here, I've had good luck just walking along the creek, or the creek, however you like to say it, on my way up to that hillside up there where there's a lot of big boulders of the agate out on the field. But I want to pick up small stuff for tumbling, and I've had good luck just walking along. Beautiful piece of agate right there. Let me get that wet to show you. You can see what I mean. Beautiful, beautiful agate. I have some friends that are down below that I brought with me, Lisa and Raul. If you've watched any of my videos before, you might have met them. Certainly Raul. He's been in several with me. Right here is one giant, enormous agate. There's another one right there, and there's two big chunks coming out of the side of the creek bed here. I'm just going to take a seat right here by the creek. So let's talk a little bit about the agate here on Brian Head Peak. That agate right there, all of this agate in this area was formed in limestone beds. Agate often forms in volcanic rock, but it can form in sedimentary rock. It can form in biomatter, like agatized wood, petrified wood. So agate can be formed in many different ways. And agate is made up of silica. Silica is a compound, SiO2, silicon dioxide. One molecule of the element silicon, two molecules of the element oxygen, forming the compound silica, silicon dioxide. Now, the water here's a good example of kind of how it's formed. Picture a cavity, either in volcanic rock or in this case in limestone, and water rich with silica makes its way in there, layers the silica in the cavity. And with time, heat, and pressure, those three things, time, heat, and pressure, the silica begins to harden. And first, it will harden in a cryptocrystalline form. Agate is cryptocrystalline or microcrystalline. And I got a video on that. I'll link to it if you want to learn a little bit more about that. But you cannot see the crystals with the naked eye. If it continues longer under heat and pressure, it will eventually form visible crystals, like quartz crystals. So what we have here is a cryptocrystalline and or microcrystalline form of silica, and we call it an agate. Now, the big mystery, if you really want to understand how agates are formed, we need to understand where did that silicon and oxygen that made up the silica come from in the first place. And tonight, I'm going to show you where.
I think she's got one. I think she found something.
What do you
got? What do you got?
You found something, Shadow?
He's got a monster. What are you digging? Dig, right there, Shadow.
What in the world?
He's digging real close. It must be close to there.
What's
it's right
this?
behind your feet. What is this?
That's a good one.
Oh my God, nice, Shadow. What else you got? The other one's trying to get away.
I think what he's, oh my God, he just moved a rock with his teeth.
I seen him earlier grab one like that. I go, whoa.
He is after something in there, in a hole. Oh, that dog, there's no stopping him. This one's Shadow, so that's a nice one too. You doing okay there, Lola? Raul took the hammer to this one and broke off all these small ones so we could have some tumblers, which was pretty cool of him.
You're over with Zorma.
Look at all that agate. All the way up that hill.
Yeah. Now you're up here, you're fine. Yeah.
Let's pick up some of this stuff.
Water?
Yeah. Are you going to take that big one? You should.
You think so? It's
Yeah.
gonna roll.
Oh
no,
it will roll.
It'll roll. It'll roll. Hey, when you have to take it uphill, that's different.
It's different.
Take it downhill.
I agree. Look at all that variety of color in that agate.
What do you think of this place, Steve?
That's beautiful.
Absolutely incredible.
What'd you bring in your little bag?
I just got water. What, you need water?
No, I don't need
That's
that.
all.
No, I'm looking to see where I put that little pit, where I put that black pit.
I just brought this one. You want this one?
I just can't get over that color. The color in this agate is unbelievable.
Unbelievable, it's just beautiful.
You know, I don't take that much. You know, I can only tumble so much, right? And occasionally I'll take a big piece, but there's only so much room for big pieces, so I'm a little more selective now than I was. Oh, I keep hearing Raul's engine there. I hope he's not stuck. Well, I've changed hats because we're just hanging out. Because Raul did actually get himself stuck. Let me show you. First of all, it's two-wheel drive, so that doesn't help.
But with all the pressure of it going like this,
Here, I'm going to film where this is.
look at that. Tell me that looks good. Yeah, so it's getting, I didn't, race it down. Just I went up like this, and then when I went back, I didn't see this dip right here until
That's stuck. Tow truck is on its way. They say they can get it out.
Or somewhat like this, it'd be like you'd have to lift it back, but you need a strap. And
Hopefully it's not too damaged. This is what two old men do when they're stuck and bored and there's nothing else to do but wait for a tow truck. One-handed. Shadow. Oops. Oh, picked it up off the bounce.
Who's the driver? My wife.
Did you hear that? Who's the driver? My wife. That's not true. All right, the tow truck is here. I am very, very curious as to how he's going to go about towing that thing out of there. It helps to have the keys. Shadow, come here. Okay, we're going to stay back from you. Come, Shadow. Come here, buddy. Stay by me. Oh. He's winching it up. Look at that. So I just saw the tow truck driver grab a Sawzall. I think he's going to cut the exhaust off. Hopefully it's just the pipe. That would be an easy replacement, as opposed to the muffler and the catalytic converter and all that stuff. Looks like it's just the pipe. That's good. All right, he's out. Come here, Shadow. Put you in the truck. So all's well that ends well.
Yeah,
Oh,
Truck is out.
This is what I was worried about.
oh yeah.
As it was,
Look at that.
hey, when I saw it,
it was
when
still
I
running
saw
and it sounded good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another hanger, and it had pinched it, and I'm afraid anything would have just went right into your brake lines back here. So.
You know, it's not even loud.
Your bumper.
No, it's
No,
the
you
same.
got a nice muffler, so it's right there at the hanger. So.
Well, I've got a roaring fire going to stay warm. It's 54 degrees. I'm almost 11,000 feet above sea level. And when I left, it was 109 degrees in St. George, Utah. That's hot. And I climbed from 2,800 feet to almost 11,000 feet to get here. And now it's 54 degrees. If you can imagine, it only takes about an hour and 20 minutes to get here. The difference in elevation, and a little bit northern, a little bit further northern latitude, but it's mainly elevation, can make that big of a difference in the temperature. So I'm all set up, and I'm on my target. And the purpose of tonight's astrophotography session is to try unravel the mystery of silica. Silica, it makes up 60% of the Earth's crust. It is the primary ingredient of agates and jaspers, chalcedony, opal, sand, so many things. But we're talking about agates because we've been out rockhounding agate. And agate is silica in its cryptocrystalline or microcrystalline state. So where did all this silica come from that makes up so much of the Earth? Well, this fire is a great place to start this explanation, because silica is created in stars, particularly massive stars that have come to the end of their life cycle. They burned through their primary fuel source, which is hydrogen, and now they're burning through helium and the heavier elements, and they're no longer able to produce enough energy to withstand the gravitational force that tugs on them. And they collapse in on themselves. And when they do that, it creates such heat that there is a massive explosion called a supernova. It's in that intense heat of a supernova that the heavier elements are formed. That tremendous heat literally rips atoms apart and fuses their nuclei together to form the heavier elements like uranium, lead, gold. And one of them happens to be silica. Silica is made up of two elements, silicon and oxygen. And they're fusing together and forming that compound of silica takes place when those stars go supernova. Now, when they go supernova, they blow off all of their matter, and it ends up in the interstellar medium, in space. All of these elements end up in space. And then, just like our clouds form in our atmosphere, nebulae form. A nebula is a cloud of space dust and gases. They form just like our clouds do. Matter tends to attract itself. Stellar winds, just like our winds, blow it around and kind of help it clump together. And when enough of it kind of comes together and starts to form a cloud, these are big clouds, gravity starts to kick in. And it starts to coalesce and condense. And eventually, you get a knot of it that's coming in together sufficiently that gravity pulls it in, and it creates tremendous heat and pressure, and bam, ignition. And we have a new star. And also, out of that nebulae come the exoplanets that begin to form around that star until we have a system like our solar system. Our sun, our 9 planets that orbit around our sun, our Earth, the 3rd planet, all came from a nebula, a massive cloud of interstellar space dust and gases. And much of that matter that was in that nebula came from stars that went supernova. It's a recycling of material. Stars have a life, many, many billions of years long, but they have lives. And there you have it. So tonight, we are imaging just one of the many nebula that are out there. The one that we are imaging is called the North America Nebula because it looks a lot like North America. It's about 2,600 light years from Earth. It's a huge nebula, about 90 light years in diameter. But we're just capturing one part of it called the wall. Let's go over and take a look and see how it's coming along. Here's the camper. Telescope all set up. I'll turn off the light. And there you have it. The Great Wall of the North America Nebula. We have 16 minutes of imaging time so far, and I hope to get maybe 3 to 4 hours on this, so we're just getting going. This image will develop and it will become richer and more full as time passes. But you can see there's parts of this wall that are really thick and dense. And when I process this image and show you the final image, it'll be much more clear. But in those dense, thick areas, that's where new stars are going to form, and planets will form around those stars. All of the elements needed for star creation and planet creation exists right there in that cloud of matter and space dust. We'll make our way back to the fire. We're going to let the rig do its thing. Shadow was sleeping in the camper. Just going to sit by the fire here for a little longer, and then I'm going to go to bed and let the rig do its thing and image the Great Wall of the North American Nebula for several more hours. Well, I hope this has been enlightening. You now know where silica comes from that makes up these beautiful agates that we found earlier in the week, a couple of days ago. It all came from space. A nebula, a star that went supernova. The saying's true. We're all made of stardust. Shadow and I had a great time making this video. As always, we enjoy you coming along with us, and we hope you join us on future adventures of Shadow.